welcome. I am going to wait for some of you to come in and join me on this kick off Friday, y'all. I know some of y'all been waiting, so I hope you have your popcorn, your tea, your coffee, or whatever it is you drink. Huh. If we was in a car, I would say, buckle up, because we get ready to go. So tonight, tonight is a new segment that I'm going to be doing, hopefully, prayerfully, every Friday. It is called Behind the Sacred Desk of Mama Eve, the life of a spiritualist. Being a spiritualist, you come across many people, you deal with many topics, you deal with so much supernatural things. And I just wanted you to take a peep at some of the things that is involved in the life of a spiritualist. For some, you may think that this looks glamorous, it's something fun to do, it's something exciting, but baby, sometimes it is rough. Sometimes it's rough. Now, during this segment, which is only going to be about 15 minutes, that's what I'm hoping. I will be reading one, two, or three of your letters and giving you some insight and some spiritual advice. Now, these letters can be about anything. The only thing that I asked, no names, no cities, no states, no zip codes. Um, and if it is PG-13, that you would write it, or when you text me, because these letters came through text, you would have to put PG-13. Now, I might have to change a few words because I'm on YouTube and I know that some of my little honey buns may still be up. All right. So I may be putting mama's twist on some letters, but the letters are from you. Um, so if you have some questions, if you have something on your chest and you just feel like venting, or maybe there's a question that you really been dealing with and you don't know a spiritual answer for it, all you have to do is email me, dear Mama Eve at gmail.com. I will not, even though I see, even though I see comments during these segments, I will not stop to even address your comments, your questions, or whatever it is that you are typing. But it is good to know who's in the viewing audience, and only they may only be important to me. So I'm going to wait till a few more people come in, and I'm going to get started on my 15 minutes. I have a timer here, so hopefully I can stick to that 15 minutes. All right. I'm so excited. And I want to thank everybody that emailed me their letters. I want to thank you. I don't even know who they're from. because before they get to me, all names of the coming incoming um, emails are blocked out. So I don't know. And I don't need to know. The only thing I need to know is that the letters keep on coming. All right. So I think we're going to be on Friday nights. I think we're going to be hanging out for at least 15 minutes, enjoying one another, and hopefully helping one another. And just as an encouraging word, you're not in this thing alone. All right. I know sometimes life is hard. Life gets crazy. Life it can be upsetting and it can be full of joys and pleasures. So in your letters, there's a little bit of, from what I see already, a little bit of all of those topics. And you will probably be surprised at the people that's in our community that is going through, been through, sharing the same experience that you're going through, or you've been through, or you experienced. So I'm going to try to keep it around 9:30. I'm going to try to keep it around 9:30 every Friday. So we're going to see how it go, but y'all must email me those letters. All right? So we're going to let a few more people come in before we start. Thank you. Y'all get those thumbs up. Y'all share these videos. Share the videos. And if you see me going like this, that means, all right? I'm going to answer you the best way that I know how and only in my opinion. Somebody else might have another opinion, but I'm not even concerned about that. I will answer you the best way that I know how, right? So let's wait for about, I'm going to give it about 2.5 more minutes, get some more folks in here, and I'm going to be reading letter one. Now, this is another thing. When you submit your letters and you email me and you hit send or whatever it is, you'll never know what week I'm going to get to your letter. So make sure that every Friday you tune in to see if your letter has been read and answered. So while we're waiting for another minute, I just want to say, because I see here on the sides, I just want to say good evening to everyone. I pray that everybody had a good day. This was a great day. This was a fantastic day. This was a marvelous day. And not just because it's a great day, but it's because you're here with me on this Kickoff Friday, the life of a spiritualist. All right, we got a minute, 1 minute to go, and then we are going to stop. Please, once again, please understand I'm not ignoring you, but I am not going to be addressing any comments. You can comment amongst yourself, but I'm not going to stop to answer questions or even address anything that is typed over there on the right side of my computer. Okay? So we got 30 seconds. And it makes it easy so when I know when that 15 minutes is up. All right, let me get my letter, my first letter on this kickoff. I'm going to do some countdowns, okay? Y'all excited? That's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm reading. This letter reads as such. Dear Mama Eve, I'm a young black woman with an Indian heritage and African American background. I'm very spiritual, and as a young girl, I always believed in the unseen and felt the heavy presence of my ancestors. I've always been curious about magic, voodoo, hexing, and things of that nature. Around the age of 17, I met a girl of the like mind. In many ways, we mirrored each other. I noticed early on we attracted similar things, such as guys. We both loved music. I began to blow up on the music scene, and her music, however, didn't take off. I began to notice her becoming more jealous of me, spreading lies, starting drama. We lived and shared a bedroom at one point, and she often did my hair. Y'all saying, uh oh. I believe at some point she tried a hexing spell that backfired. Her health declined, her child was born with a disability, and her husband is also in poor health. But my music went from possibly stardom to non-existent. Can someone use someone else's hair to hex? Please answer. Sincerely yours. That's the first letter of tonight. Maybe I should read that again. Let me just read it real quickly now. Dear Mama Eve, I'm a young black woman with an Indian heritage and an African American background. I'm very spiritual, and as a young girl, I always believed in the unseen and felt a heavy presence of my ancestors. I always been curious about magic, voodoo, hexing, and things of that nature. Around the age of 17, I met a girl of a like mind. In many ways, we married each other. I noticed early on we attracted similar things, such as guys. We both love music. I began to blow up on the music scene, and her music, however, didn't even take off. I began to notice her becoming more jealous of me, spreading lies, starting drama. We lived and shared a bedroom at one point, and she often did my hair. I believe at some point she tried a hexing spell that backfired. Her health declined, her child was born with a disability, and her husband is also in poor health. But my music went from possibly stardom to non existent. Can someone else, can someone use someone else's hair to hex? Please answer. Sincerely yours. Well, my advice would be, well, let's dissect this letter a little bit because I see more than one thing here. All right? You always, well, from a young child, you was interested in magic, voodoo, and hexing. Now, isn't it strange that as a teenager, and I don't know how old you are now, but you met somebody that had that same mindset. That was probably one of the things that I would have been cautious of. Just because at that young age, magic, voodoo, and hexing can look so fun. It could be a time of experimenting. So it puts me in the mind of a movie that came out a few years ago where there was these teenagers and they was just practicing black magic on one another. So I probably would have been a little leery. And at the age of 17, if there was a parent involved, I probably would have advised you, if you would have been open with me, to share not just what you believe, but what your friend believed, that that could be very dangerous at that age. Now, it also says here, y'all shared many things in common, such as guys. You both loved music. So I think that I would have been a little, it would have been a little warning. It would have been a little warning to me. If somebody likes everything I like and want to do everything I do, that opens a doorway, baby, for that green eye demon to enter into a beautiful, or what could be a beautiful relationship. I often say that there is only one Mama Eve. People want to imitate people all the time, but there is only one me. You cannot be me. You can try, you can like the same things I like, but it doesn't mean that you're me. So there, as much as y'all had in common, I'm hoping that y'all had some things that maybe wasn't so in common. You had your own personality and she had her own personality. So here come the big boomerang. We have a teenager here that's in the music scene, her and singing and on her way to signing contracts, doing concerts, maybe making records or CDs or videos. And here we have a friend that you even in the letter said at one point y'all even lived together, watching you excel when she is bottling out. Of course, she's going to be jealous of you. Of course. Now, it's one thing to be jealous, but it's another thing to be jealous and you know that she's been dabbling in magic. She's been dabbling in voodoo. And what else? We don't know what else she's been dabbling in. But I already feel that she's been jealous from the get go. It's almost like, hey, you like that guy over there? Oh, I want that same guy. What career you want? I want to sing. I want to be a singer. Oh, me too. So this is not fitting to be too good. Now she says, or you say, she often did my hair. Can a person put a hex on someone by using their hair? Yes. That's why we have to be careful of who do our hair. There have been several times in uh, my office, behind my desk, that I have had clients that truly believe that some hexes, some curses, some spells have been put on them by someone using their hair. Your hair have your energy. Your hair is your strength. Hair is really powerful. Don't you know there is some customs or some um, um, I wouldn't say customs because it's a group of people that they will not allow to get, they're not, especially the women. There is some practices, there is some religions that the women can never cut their hair because they believe that it's their strength, it's their crowning glory. She had the ample opportunity to experience or to experiment using something that belonged to you. You gave her access to that. The brush, the comb, whatever it was. Do I feel like she did? Yes, I do. And the reason why is just because of that one thing that this letter, it just boom, it sticks out. I believe she became jealous of me. It happens. Countless times I've heard this. So often when you come to a spiritualist, we need items. We need clothes. We may ask for fingernails. We may ask for shoes. We may ask for pictures. And we might even ask for hair. So my babies, we have to be careful. Now, don't get afraid and say, "Oh, I'm not going to go to the get my hair done at the beauty salon anymore." Well, they don't have no, why would they have an interest of doing anything to you? So if the beauty parlor, the hairstylist, if she was, you could tell she was jealous of you, you're not putting your hands in my hair. No, sir. You're not, it's not going to happen. Go find yourself somebody that don't know you, some chair somewhere that you can go to the shampoo bowl. You can get your hair blow dried, get it braided, get it pressed, get it whatever it is, get it curled, and then go home. And that's another thing. That's taking me off. But that's another thing. You let this girl, you've seen it. You say you also been interested in these voodoo and hexes and supernatural things. We feel things. Go with your feelings. If I'm sitting back and this person, you said you seen it, you felt it, that jealousy was rising up in her, that sends a flare off. Now, do I believe or do I feel that it backfired on her? If you didn't do a reversible or return to sender or even prayed, things might have just happened to her. But don't be concerned about her life, her husband, her children, her child. The biggest advice that I would have is I would cut that cord, I would sever that tie between my best friend at one time and one that was jealous. And even if you thinking about or you thought about her doing something to you spiritually, not to bless you, but to curse you, wash your hands and don't return. Don't return. Your career, your music career. I feel as though that was not meant to be. your life would have turned a whole different way. I believe and I feel that things are going pretty good. But even now, music is still a part of your life. Don't concentrate. Don't even think about getting this person back, doing something to them, doing something to make, situations worse. Pray for this person and just let it go. There's a good, strong possibility that this person is going to try to come back one day and try to be a friend and still be jealous. Just let it go. Let it go. Well, this was the first letter of this first segment. Y'all be careful who y'all let handle your hair, okay? So we don't have to get this type of letter again, right? No spirit of fear, though, but be cautious. I hope you enjoyed this segment. So send in the letters. Who knows? The next letter might just be one that you emailed me, right? Have a good rest of this evening. And I'll see y'all real soon. I got one other thing to say. Y'all know what it is. Kisses! Mwah!